Ping. And we're back. That was just me going ping. If they're gonna hear anything at the start, yeah, I know. I knew you're gonna comment, so I just thought, I'll get it out there before you say something to me and that, yeah. Right, straight into it. Obviously, first of all, I'll probably put this on TikTok. Well, I don't know why. The flip your shadow button on there. Anyway, the For You page, I found out for sure. I know. So anyway, we're back on it. We will be with more consistent podcasts now. Ramadan, Eid Mubarak to everyone that's going to be watching this podcast and the clips later on. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hope you all had a good one. Let's get straight into it. Liverpool's quadruple hopes are over. Since the last podcast till this podcast, their quadruple hopes
in 1 month.
In 1 month, in 3 games, gone, kaput, capiche.
Treble done.
Quad done. When Trent Alexander-Arnold won the first one,
you know what it is?
He goes 1 out of 4 complete. I'm hungry for more. I think he's on a rosa now.
That's it, mate.
He's going to keep his rosa now, mate.
You need to stay hungry now, mate, because the only thing you got left is the Premier League. And don't get me wrong, I know obviously they dropped points at Old Trafford, but they're still in that race. It's not much.
So we've killed him. Get your energy.
Mentally, do you know what?
Get your energy up.
Okay.
You told me, wait. I'm going to get your energy up for you. You told me last week if we beat or if we end Liverpool's or if we draw them even, that's it, the season's over for you. For you personally, you said, right?
Yeah, we've killed it. It's done. It's done. You know what? The cup game, we've shown them how football is played. They
Heavy metal,
shit about finishing, yeah?
Heavy metal football.
They couldn't finish in any of the games. I think what it is they tossed off too much of the 7-0 last season.
Not just that, I think they've tossed off over the Carabao Cup as well.
Like if you think about if you deep it, yeah, 3 times they played us, 3 times they couldn't beat us.
Yeah.
Literally, yeah. At Anfield, everyone was saying, what score is it going to be? 4, 5,
even
7
you were scared
again.
sub, man.
Don't get me wrong, yeah.
Like, I want you to be properly there. Remember me and you spoke about Anfield and I said, yeah, I think it's going to be close. You were like, did he have 7 in last year?
Yeah.
Even Frey said it.
And the way we've been playing football literally all season.
Straight up.
You would expect us to go there and the way they've been most of the season. Like, they've not been amazing, but they've been finishing.
I was just going to say, the biggest point you made all season about Liverpool.
They've not played that well.
But they're relentlessly attacking and they get a goal.
They get their
Why
goal.
is it that against Jula, it seems like they just switch off? Even at Old Trafford, the Premier League game.
I mean, to be honest with you, in the Premier League game at Old Trafford, everyone was obviously fearing Nunes because he's the player to watch at the moment for Liverpool.
He is.
Was it 30 goal contribution, 30 odd, which, well done. He's done very well.
From 99 at
But
Kempside.
our 19-year-old Willie Kambwala kept him on lock.
You know what?
He tried bullying Kambwala. At one point, he tried doing a turn on him. Yeah, Kambwala was, get the fuck off.
I sent you lot that
Get the fuck out of
clip of Gumbel in it.
Yeah.
And judging on that and what I've seen.
I watched the interview.
You like
I watched
it?
the whole interview. No, I watched the whole
All
interview.
right. Well, I don't know what else he says.
He's a massive United fan.
That's what I was getting from that clip.
But when they asked him which centre-backs like he's looked up to, Sergio Ramos was one. He did mention Vidic.
This isn't making sense.
And also he mentioned Paul Scholes.
It's making sense.
He goes, I know he's not a centre-back, but he goes, I want to dream.
Listen, it makes sense in the way his style of play came across in that derby match. Every single tackle, right? Whether it's for good or bad, I don't really like it. I think they've stolen the Italians' flow. Honestly, I think all defenders should stop doing it. Gabriel Magalhaes has become like the cheerleader for it now. Like every single clearance or every single block.
They want to celebrate.
Do all this and you turn around. If you concede in the next attack or the next transition, you look like an absolute clown.
Yeah.
And that clip's going to be...
But I think what it is on the flip side, is the energy that it promotes within the stadium.
Imagine him and Lisandro centre-back together.
That's a lot of energy. Now with Lisandro, we don't know what's going to happen. I personally, like the way this season's gone, I won't even bring him back at the end. I just let him relax now till next.
Oh right, yeah, I get what you mean.
Season. Don't even risk it. There's no point.
Give him a rest.
We tried twice this season.
100%.
To bring him
back. And Campbell is the future for next season.
100%.
He's 19. Why not give him the chance? You never give. Frey made this good point, and you deeped it.
I would, but at the same time, I'd still sign a centre back because you got to remember.
Johnny Evans and Maguire should be out.
No, Evans has retired end of the season. He's already announced it.
Yes.
Personally, I would have kept Evans out of the 3. Him, Lindelof and Maguire. I would have kept Evans.
I know you're saying that.
For a 5th, 6th choice. I'm not about for 3rd or 4th.
Carabao Cup, basically.
Yeah. Even one, you have these injuries, don't you?
Yeah. Or last 10 minutes of a game, even you can bring him on.
You have these injuries, and do you know what it is? It's not like he's been shit. He's been quite good.
Yeah, he's been okay. He has been okay.
Yeah.
Credit where it's due.
That Liverpool game, for example, was in the cup.
Yeah.
He started, didn't he? Or did he? He started, and he was solid, and we looked really good till he came off.
Yeah, that's it.
So it just shows you,
Where did
Class is
Liverpool?
permanent.
Where did Liverpool go wrong
have
overall?
gone.
Then
Liverpool have gone. Liverpool have
no,
done
where did
it.
they go wrong against you lot? For me, it
Finishing.
was no. I think complacency more than finishing it because it set in the style of the passing. They seem like, do you know what it seemed like to me was maybe United. Was it their tactic to draw them into a false sense of dawn or something, right? And then spring and attack on them? I don't think so. I don't think they're that clever as well. But
the thing is, no, not in that game. In the Anfield game, yeah, obviously you're playing away, aren't you?
no, but on about these two recent games that have ended their quadruple hopes, right? On the flip side, Liverpool fans are saying, "Oh,
Well,
the cup game they should have won."
No, the cup game for me, bro, they shouldn't have won. You look at the stats, go back at it. We had the more shots, we had the more on target,
And
we had the better chances.
I'm saying, though, from their perspective, that's all they've been crying about.
They can cry about that as much as they want. However, I will say in the league game, I'm honest. In the league game, bro, they should have been 3 or 4 up at half time.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Now, that's not on us. You can't come crying to us saying, oh, we should have beaten you. Listen, put your chances away. You put your chances away, you win that game, you walk away, you're laughing, you're top of the league. You give Bruno Fernandes a chance. Look what they gave him it from the halfway line.
Mate, that's all on Van Dijk. I'm telling you right now, we were saying it before the podcast in the car.
Van Dijk.
I'm saying it right now.
Is he even Liverpool's greatest centre-back?
Liverpool's greatest of all time? No.
In the Premier League history.
For me, yeah. So, yeah, you're going to argue.
I think Herpier, bro. Sammy Herpier.
Personally, because Van Dijk gave him, it was because of his signing, in my opinion.
If you're going on accolades, obviously, Herpier.
Do you know what else it is? Yeah, so the influence of Van Dijk is not overplayed, and I don't think it's overstated. But I think Liverpool fans are now using that to add to his, to his performances kind of thing, yeah, to his legend, to the myth of Van Dijk, because he came with the aura of invincibility, is gone. Bruno Fernandes should never have had the chance to shoot first time from there, in my opinion. The guy started jockeying instantly. He does it all the time. He did it against Atlanta. We're going to mention this Atlanta game, right? I blame Kanate in the car. You want about Kanate? Go look at Van Dijk, and he's come back into my head here, right? He's really jockeying.
It's him that played the Skamaka on side, I'm sure.
Yeah, in the line,
Sure
and Kanate's at 6s and 7s as well. But this is not the first time, right? If you go back to the Champions League final, people are going to say, oh yeah, he's going back in hindsight. I promise you, go back to the Champions League final, yeah? Look at Federico Valverde's cross. Whose legs does it go through?
Van Dijk.
Why is he stood like he's about to get shagged up the ass in the box? So he stood like this, right? With his legs open like this. What are you doing, man? Why is everything like, what is wrong? Why? Does he not want to get shoes there? Remember when Jadon Sancho put this guy in his two?
Yeah.
And James Milner went right in his face. And he goes, what are you doing? And I think...
It became a statue. No, it was Milner that I think...
No, Milner fed him a sub.
One of them, there was 2 players. I think he was the statue, and one of them slid in to try thinking him.
But Milner fed Van Dijk. He goes, "What are you doing? Why are you not closing him down? You cannot keep doing this." And you know the aura of invincibility. What I want to say, yeah. Sometimes I think, obviously, and they created it, the online presence, the whole thing. Obviously, in that season, he didn't get dribbled past. Fine. We maybe have to watch the season back to see how many people actually attempted to dribble. That's what I mean about the legend get built up. You know, when you see him coming, a lot of them attackers that season might have thought in their head, it's Virgil, pass it away.
For me, yeah. Obviously, you know Fergie, the great
Last thing,
Alex Fergie.
and he was giving you a load of shit, man. After the Carabao Cup win, they said I was finished. You do look like you're finished at the moment, mate. Sorry out. Van Dijk, go on, Fergie.
Fergie says, attack wins you games, defence wins you titles.
100%.
There's only 2 teams that I've seen win the league on attack, correct me if I'm wrong, from what I've seen, that I've had a shit defence, but I've won it playing ultimate attacking football, where they're conceding a lot, but they're outscoring the opponent.
Basically, yeah.
One obvious one is Leicester, because obviously, even though they were defensively decent, but there were a lot of games where they were just outscoring everyone. Mahrez, Vardy, you know.
I get you.
Shinji, Okazaki.
Is the second team you're going to say Van Persie's United?
Van Persie's United.
All right, so I got it right in my head. Who you're thinking?
Van Persie's United. They weren't good defensively.
They weren't,
literally Buddha backline.
I always thought
with Raphael.
No, I remember. I've always said it to you as well, man. Why didn't anyone get again?
So what I'm
Ferdinand was in centre back.
I think the main Ferdinand was. I think and Evans played a lot of games that year as well. Scored a lot of goals. You won't remember, but him and
I won't remember. No.
Him and Evra, go back on that season. Just go back on it and check United's goals. Him and Evra scored a lot of goals from centre back that year. From defence that year.
The left hand side of the
defence.
Yeah. I get you. All right.
Wicked, brilliant. Everyone contributed that year, but Van Persie was obviously.
So you're saying 2 teams have won it based on attack.
And based on that, yeah, like if Liverpool could become the 3rd this year, bro, it'd be massive.
Bravo, man.
Massive. But for me, it ain't happening. It's between Arsenal and City.
100% for me as well.
Yeah.
They were my dark horses. I do want to make it clear. And I've been saying it all season.
Arsenal have got the best defense in Europe at the moment.
Saying that, yeah.
I know
we're talking about
flopped against Bayern.
So they flopped. In my opinion, they look so shaky. Yeah, they need to sort that out at the Allianz.
That was that. What was the word? Heritage. That was a heritage.
Big game jitters, isn't it?
They shut it a bit, innit?
Big game jitters.
I thought they'd be a bit more ready for it, man.
You've been.
I thought they'd be. This they're doing it. They're doing it at the Allianz.
So you're probably backing Arsenal so much. I know you got it now as well, but
they're doing it.
Even Rod, remember me and Rod probably argued at you because you were saying I get it. And I'm disappointed in Arsenal because I kind of went with what you're saying. I'm not just saying if they come just because they're in front of me, yeah.
They made a lot of errors.
The more Bayern got close to this game, they're losing in the league. And I thought, you know what, Arsenal did already stick it on them and showed the rest of Europe that we're here now. That we're here, innit, is, bro, they showed that they're still not there. They showed that they got them jitters about them and they need to shake them off. If they win at the Allianz and get to the semi-final, I fancy them against Manchester City. Check that out.
Just because of the games you've seen this season.
Between them two.
But if you're talking about heritage, because you're gonna go, I'm gonna argue that your point and Rod's point, Man City now have Champions League heritage.
Yeah, they do.
They are
Pep
winners.
himself has it.
They're not only winners, they made it to a final before that.
Yeah, they did.
They've lost semis
Couple of
as well.
semis, that's what. Yeah.
So these boys have been about even
Pep's
before
established them now.
Even before Pep, they were still about in the Champions League.
One semi sub.
Still
Yeah.
Still
They were
about.
there, you know, they were always in the Champions League. No, I get you.
They've got a bit of heritage about them now, yeah? So you're telling me now, just based on the games that you've seen this season, in the league, remember Europe and remember Liverpool, Chelsea?
Remember United,
Chelsea deal with them in the league.
I don't know why I said that because United used to deal with the Arsenal in the league.
Both Premier League.
Yeah, you're right. Liverpool used to then deal with them in Europe, yeah.
And they're the shit team.
Yeah.
No matter what, Liverpool will deal with them.
Great games, eh?
Wicked games.
Awesome
the
games.
The best games.
Guess
You know that original top four, they used to have the best games.
They did, back then. Back then they were really good.
Nostalgia.
No, I don't think it's even nostalgia, so because it's actually a topic online and it has been for the last few weeks of the rivalry. Which rivalry is better, right? Is it Arsenal United or is it Liverpool Manchester City? But now,
if you don't know about them two, just them two.
Yeah, but then the other fan on the overlap where he's getting the traction from that clip, he's the one that brought it up and he goes that why isn't Chelsea and United in this, because they're greater than Liverpool.
All in all, in the Premier League history,
Arsenal United is the greatest, hands down, bro.
Do you know what I was gonna say that, but you know.
No, I'll tell you.
No. Let me finish here. Thinking about it now, why Chelsea United could, I'm not saying therefore, could be better. Bro, they actually made it to a European final whilst they were first and second in the Premier League. Who's done that?
No one, but none of the games had that fire, Subban.
Not they had fire.
Not that.
You don't remember.
No, I do, man. You'll be killing me off there.
All right, not Roy Keane, Vieira fire, but there was fire. You're not about them two specifically.
No, I'm not. Guess what?
I knew you were going to say that. And Van Nistelrooy
all of them, man. They all like it. They were all like it.
Back then, though, it was a bit more.
Fergie and Wenger were at each other.
You remember? Are you forgetting Vidic and Drogba?
Yeah, no, I remember. Obviously, Drogba got sent off in the Champions League final.
Didn't get to take a penalty. Who took
the rivalry is big.
Terry?
I agree with that guy. I think he's bigger than Liverpool City for sure, and he's number 2. For me,
without doubt.
Possibly, now you're going to possibly say, I'm being the nostalgia merchant now by saying,
no.
Hands down for me.
No, I could agree with you on that as well.
It's Arsenal.
You know why? They had many times.
The quality of the games were actually, so many times, the quality of them games lived up to the hype.
Amazing
games.
Semi-finals.
And
finals.
Do you know what? When it was
the league games.